Greetings, and as I usually say, welcome back to the Insanity. Last time we left off, we refactored and scaled tar, cold gas, and syngas a little bit, namely the production down here somewhere. Although it is actually working. But in this episode, we are going to make a couple of fixes before we start doing the real thing for this episode. We also worked a bit on our infrastructure in the last episode, and we most importantly noticed that we are having a bit of a problem regarding coal and coke. So that's what we are going to fix, hopefully, sort of, in this episode. We have been setting up a bit of our infrastructure, as we can see on the logistic networks. And we might continue doing that a bit. We will see. But most importantly, we should really be fixing the issues when it comes to coal and coke. And the first thing I will do here is to move this underflow valve a little bit back, so that it can more of the fluids goes to the coal gas processing. Now we also have a couple of other issues to fix, and that's not my train, this is my train. Because it just so happens that the keysalk processing that we set up a while ago is not completely working. Let's see, do I have? I do not have. I would very much like to have. Some titanium plates and engine units in order to fix a compost plant. The main problem with the keysalk processing is that it doesn't have all of the inserters set up properly. Thank you, engine units. Oh boy, that's one heck of a slow robot. This is not how far I wanted to go. Seems like I'm not quite used to it being multiple options here for turning. I would like to have some titanium. Do we have any titanium here? We do. Compost plants, please. Thank you. Then I have a lot of stone. Okay. How about now then? Let's go over to the keysalk processing, where it seems like we also need to set up some more rails, but that's a problem for later. It's gonna take a bit of time anyway to properly get the keysalk production started, especially considering the mistakes we made. Namely, that it has stopped. The reason for that is that it helps having an inserter that actually puts some keysalk seeds into the thing. Then we are going to set up some raw fiber here. And some logic. Raw fiber. If it's more than 20. Then we can get rid of this and this and this and that and set up something. May I steal you? Thank you. Over here instead. And then that should be going that way. And this should have a condition that says that if there is less than or equal to raw fiber and actual key sulk, then you may output there. Now let's see if this is working properly. Let's add these to the output over here, meaning that they come into the belt, onto the belt. And here we have some key sulk seeds as well that we can reuse. Okay, we are producing some raw fiber. That's completely acceptable, because this belt needs to be filled up. And now there's still no key sulk, no raw fibers inside the machine or inside the storage. Inside the thing. You know what I'm talking about. And that means that this will operate a bit more, but then everything should go into this machine. I am a bit worried that we haven't gotten anything here yet, but we should be getting that sooner or later. If we remember it, we should take a closer look at that later. Now, for the compost plant, this is a huge thing, but sure. We basically would like to say that no. Well, I am sure that is also compostable, but the key sulk is so much better because it gives us a lot more. And I would actually like to take these raw fibers and put them here. Exactly. Now it output them onto the belt until there was less than 20 in this thing. So these key sulks will become compost. And the reason for why they are to become compost is because compost is awesome. Or, well, the amount of biomass that we get from key sulk is huge. I think it's 4 key sulk becomes 280 biomass. So that's the plan. And then we are going to set up a green wire here that checks if there is keys biomass less than 2000, then feel free. Very well. I think that was about it we wanted to do there. We will check it again later. Now, before we go over there, we should take a look at another semi-broken thing. Namely, not the niobium. Oh, I love these tiles. Namely the stone production, because there's a shit ton of stone in here. And we very much would like to avoid filling this chest. So please only insert while there is less than 5,000 stone. Or something. Great. Actually, let me grab a few more Nixley tiles because I just love them. That's the sound I make when I don't walk on those tiles. Then there's still a couple of other things left. Before we get started with the code processing, which was my main intention for this episode. It's surprising that there's always so many things to fix. Let's see. Because here we would like to make sure that when we have way too much flue gas, that we don't stop the production. So give me my overflow valve. Thank you. Perfect. And then another thing we would like to fix is to actually do something with this these ashes that we have here. Namely, we would like to provide them to LTN. How about that? And in order to do that, we need to make sure that they actually end up there. So sand casting, please go to the left, while the rest of the stuff go to the right. And here you may have some sand casting. Excellent, thank you very much. We have enough drilling fluids, drill heads here, which is really good. And I'm hoping that we have fixed all of our drilling fluid problems as well. Now let's go over here. And while we are going, let's check on the drilling fluids. It seems to be missing a bit of sand at the moment, but other than that, we have lots of starch now, which is really nice to see. Now, what do I want to do here? I want to make another combustion turbine. Or two. Because our power production is starting to struggle a bit, quite a bit. It's even not always fully satisfied. So that's something we want to fix naturally. We should be careful to not connect it to the other area. Merging the electric grids is never a good idea. Well, unless you really want to. What are you doing here, power pole? Are you needed? No. Good. Very good. Moving right along. Mall. We would like to fix one thing in our mall. Namely that we want to add more robots to the logistic network. Preferably automatically. So, do I have a robot? I do. Will these nice little robots give me a couple of items? They will. Okay, now let's see. How are we going to do this? We are going to add a filter inserter for construction robots, for construction Pinobots and logistic Pinobots. Cargo Pinobots, damn it. And this might look a bit like an ugly hack, but it's nothing compared to what we have already made, so should be fine. So cargo bots can go in here, and construction can go into this chest. And this is where the magic begins. And also we definitely need to connect this to a red wire just so that it is aware that these chests should count as well. And then let's see, read robot statistics please. Logistic box X, construction bots Z. Logistic bots X. So please insert while X is less than 100. Available logistic box is X. And then this should use Z. While Z is less than 100, please add some stuff. Now, can we maybe test this? We could, if we would have some robots. Oh, I think I just got a couple of robots. So adding these robots into this should add them there, which, ta-da, puts them inside this roboport. Awesome. Will the same thing work for the construction bots? Let's hope so. Here, have a bit of steel. I mean, it should work, but since considering how important it is that it actually works, I want to be sure. But don't worry, this is the last thing we are going to check before we start with the code processing. So at the moment there is 16 construction robots in the entire network. Come on, belts, you're so slow. There we go, now there's 17. Excellent, it works. Good. Now I would just like to check how is this production going. It's still alive. It's still working. Nothing seems broken. All good. Keep it up. Great. Oh, and one thing we want to fix as well In this area. Yeah, actually exactly about here. Because I realized that I just sent all the ash to the logistics train network. But what if the ash is never consumed? You might wonder. What if nothing is requesting it, which is exactly how it is right now? Well, first of all, emptying this is gonna take a while. And I think we probably have more than enough space for it all. But if it could possibly become a problem, I'm completely ignoring it for now because I don't have enough titanium plates for a burner. I was thinking of setting up a system that could make ash become, well, more ash, but actually less ash. Now, we are going to do something you're gonna hate me for. We're gonna start growing some more seaweed. Remember those old, super old seaweed farms that we used once upon a time? We're gonna start using them again. Hopefully not for long, but for a while. Oh, that was close, train. Very close. Oh, here we have some coal. How nice. Now we're gonna fix even more coal, and let's not drive in the wrong direction. Let's head down over here. Actually, over here. Because I have been thinking about how to properly produce coal. And my conclusion wait a minute. That's the wrong one. Not sure if this works or not. It might not actually. My conclusion anyway about the coal problem is that we are going to start growing it using seaweed, which is not optimal, but it's gonna work for a while. And then we are going to start using Favogaia, one of the many mushrooms that exists in this mod pack. Please tell me I set that up right. I did, thank you. Because according to my estimations, which I might show you in a bit, Favogaia can be really helpful and produce a lot of coal and seaweed and everything that we like if we are using one of the better recipes, which we can use, but it requires setting up of some some kind of thing to improve the process. And setting that up requires a lot of manure, and we don't really have that good of a manure production just yet. Which is why We are going to start off with plain and simple seaweed. Do we have the straight one? There it is. Please connect these. Oh, and here we have something. And I should not walk into the train. Good. So hopefully these robots should fix things sooner or later. Am I going to need landfill? Yes, it looks like it. Just a bit of landfill. Where's my car? Is it over here? Nope. Don't think so. Oh, there it is. How lucky is that? Excellent. Now you may go to my parking. Thank you, train. Because I'm going to use my car here for a bit. Even have enough landfill in this car already. Let's see if we can, damn it, avoid colliding with power poles, but nope. Vroom, 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 vroom. And in this case, I would like to save a bit of an indoor swimming pool. Well, outdoor swimming pool, I guess. Because there's not really any houses or anything that's indoors in Factorio. Unless you play with some mods in which you can place... What? Already? In which case you can place factories inside other buildings. But nope. That would actually be very helpful for PyBlock. But nope, not going there. Not doing that. That's a very small swimming pool, but hey, it works. It's not really meant for swimming anyway. So, now what I would like to have is these 13 seaweed crop facilities. Damn it. Well, okay then, 12 seaweed crop facilities. And then, do I have any? I do. Good. Thank you. Oh dear me, I'm gonna need more pipes. And lots of them. And I will soon show you what the plan is here. So, the plan. if we, for example, look at this graphite production, the graphite needs coke. So using this setup, we have 166 coal and lots of wood, 166 wood and stuff. But now the thing is that we are going to use another recipe. Was it this one? I don't think it was that one. Let's see, equal to coke, please. It's not that one, not that one. Red hot coke, yes, this is the one. So how about this? We have red hot coke. Red hot coke also produces coke oven gas. Here we need some coal. In order to get some coal, we can use various recipes for coal processing instead of these coal gas and tar production things. And for this we need 53.4 raw coal, and 53.4 raw coal can be produced either from Fawagae or from seaweed, or from a bunch of other things which we are going to ignore for now. So if we would go with the Fawagae, the best recipe for Fawagae requires improved fungal substrate, which requires a bunch of other things, and 15 manure and a bunch of stuff. Some of it is quite easy to get, some of it is a bit more annoying. But using this recipe, we only need 4 Fawagae plantations, which is really nice. So, and this is like for 100 coke per minute. So if we use one of the recipes that don't require manure, because manure is one of the better problems right now, the best recipe we can go with is this. And in order to produce this, we would need 30 Fawagae plantations. And 30 Fawagae plantations is quite a lot, so that's why we're not gonna do that at this point. Instead, what we are going to do is to get some seaweed, which also gives us a bit of coal gas and tar, but that's so little, so we're just gonna ignore that. So this requires 140 seaweed, and using our worst recipe for seaweed, we're going to need 14 of these. I thought it was only 13 possibly, but oh, okay, now it's 13. How nice. So that's what we're gonna do essentially. We're going to set up all these things. And then we will have to deal with the side products as well, but we can actually do that without too much of a problem. Oh, come on. How many bloody pipes do you need? Well, I do know that this pipe setup is not really optimized, because I could use some underground pipes, but there we go. So now all of these are producing some seaweed. This seaweed should go into one of these things. 133.4, so that's 0.2 yellow belts. Good. I think I'm going to need a couple of more belts though. Oh, come on. There we go. As it's only producing 4 per long time, I'm not going to use any more than 1 and only 1 inserter for each. Now we only actually have 12 here. Now we might have 13. Thank you. Thank you very much. And this is mainly just temporary, the seaweed production. The rest of this, however, is permanent. Until I can come up with something better at least. And considering the amounts that will come here, I do believe I will need past inserter. And now, how about giving me 2 gas vents? Although tar is probably a fluid, I just realized. So how about a sinkhole? And how about some pipes? And how about some electricity? Wouldn't that be nice? So, something like this. And this will be producing raw coal, which we will put out on a belt over here for further processing. Electricity, please. Do you have any electricity for me over here? Thank you. That's not gonna work. I will need a couple of more of these. Did I place it in the middle of the... Of course I did. No, it's actually okay. No worries, no harm done. Awesome. Are you long enough to go across here? Yes, thank you. Perfect. Now then, please. Provide these with some power, will you? Excellent. Then we will need a bit of power over here and over here. 4 seaweeds per 25 seconds. Oh, and we of course naturally need to take things out as well. There we go, now we're getting raw coal. What to do with that, you might wonder. Honestly, I'm wondering the same thing. Coarse coal, crushed coal, raw coal. Okay, so we need this thing. Secondary crusher. Sort of over I don't know. Don't know how much I will need to scale it, but how about something like that? Then we can scale it downwards if needed, or when needed. And this is producing lots of things. Crushed coal, coal, and coal dust. And for the crushed coal, I would like this to go into another thing. Some splitters, some things, some magic. Let's see, here we can probably remove the coal dust. Put that on the right side, and then we can get rid of the coal also on the right side, and then we should be left with coal dust. No, coarse coal. Crushed coal, damn it. Crushed coal goes into this screener and becomes coal dust, coal, and coarse coal. So once again, we're going to need a bunch of splitters. Approximately the exact same thing. And then actually we could reorganize this better to use fewer splitters, but I don't care. Coarse coal. Coarse coal go into this thing to produce coal. And then some magic. Namely, we would like to use this, and we would like to use this. And this is going to need quite a bit of pressured air. Quenching tower. Oh boy. I need concrete. I was not prepared for that. Is there any difference if I power this using steam powered instead? How fast is this recipe? Can I see that here somewhere? I wonder. 5. Does that mean 5 seconds? Ingredients 150 pressured air. So, okay, quenching tower thingy. Let's go with an old style. And pressurized pump. I am going to need iron, but I actually have pressurized pump. Awesome. Well, isn't this a mess? Pressurized air. So that's 60 per second, while this is consuming 150. So 60, that's like 3 seconds, so it should be enough. Very well, good. Basic oxygen furnace, secondary crusher. I'm going to need to get some more iron. And on my way to get some more iron, why not check in with the production of Keysalk, just to ensure that things are running smoothly. And it seems like it is. We are getting more of those Keysalk seeds. Good. Vroom. Not as fast as a train, but it works. Suddenly I wonder if I get any speed bonus from driving on these tiles, but I'm guessing I don't. Okay, do we have any robots here for me? We don't. I have to pick up stuff manually. Seems like it, unless I want to wait for the robots. And we don't have a lot of iron, but I think it says that there is iron here somewhere, and there is actually. But if there is iron there, then there should be some iron in this as well. I'm guessing that what's taking the robot so long is that they are on the completely other side of the map. But at least we now have 20 construction robots. That's nice. That's nice for sure. Only 14 logistic robots are, though. That's not that great. No train to transport items found in depots. Are you kidding me? There is a train there. I guess one just left. Okay, so how about those things that I need? Planner. I need one basic oxygen furnace, secondary crusher, 2 secondary crushers. Basic oxygen furnace, 1. Secondary crusher. I need more steel. Secondary crusher. And automated screener. Good. I'm not super happy about that. How much concrete is it that I need? 50. I should really start making concrete. Because concretely, it's a very useful thing. Boric acid, water, cellulose. I don't have that much cellulose actually. Rich clay, sulfuric acid, don't have a lot of sulfuric acid. Iron ore, well, don't have super much iron ore either actually. But okay, an automated factory. And then we go down a bit closer to where we have the iron production. Damn it. Iron production. Or well, why go to iron production when we have this? Oh Jesus, we have a lot of stuff here. Okay, so give me an automated factory, please. Yeah, you may set up over here. Concrete. Excellent. Take this, take this. Yes, you will have some water. Pump jack. Oh, good. We had one. There we go. Now please make me concrete. I need 50 concrete. This was easy to set up. Considering I mean, it's not fully automated, but for the few amounts we need at the moment, this is good enough. 50 concrete, thank you. Robots going everywhere. I'm moving too much, I guess. So the robots are not catching up with me. I need faster robots. Or just more robots, which is exactly what we did set up, so. Okay. Moving right along, or actually driving right along. Vroom! Please remove this quenching tower, or rather put out my new quenching. My new quenching tower that I never did. Thank you. Very useful. Thank you very much. So, here comes the fun part of just connecting things. Water is over here. How much water do you need? 200. I think I know something that can help you with that. Basic oxygen furnace, that thing, and that thing. Pump jack. Water. And right, this is also producing an item. I think you need to move a bit. Because you're just in the way. Thank you. Excellent. And excellent, or actually, wait a minute. Something is for sure missing. Because this also has an item input, which we should not forget, which means that we will set it up like this. Now, that's good. And it is a bit weird at the moment that we are starting from this end, instead of seeing the progress as we move along. Because these machines will not do anything until we fix the other machines first. So let's go over here. You need raw coal. It just so happens that we got a shit ton of that by now. You can end there, and please have an inserter. Excellent. Please come over here. Oh, boy. And now the question then is what we are going to do about these. About the coal dust. I am honestly not entirely sure what to do about that yet. Which is why I'm just preparing a belt to get rid of it, more or less. You can go over there, because that's where the coal is going anyway. And the coal should then be going inside here, yes. And you are only producing coal, I hope? Yes. Now this is going to need some steam. Which shouldn't be a problem considering how much coal we have in the area. But considering that it is steam, I would like to use some more or less proper water source. And hold on, because that's not quite steam yet. How much steam is it you need? 200. Okay, should be easy. Boiler. Oh, damn it. And an inserter and an inserter. Cool. Power. Surprise, surprise. There we go. And now this is producing red hot coke, which will go into here. And this is also producing some kind of fluid. The coke oven gas, I believe. Now we have powered up everything. We have things for the entire chain, more or less. And this is producing steam. Interesting. Very interesting. So I would kind of like to use this steam before the other steam thing. And this is a bit of a mess already, but it's not too big of a mess, I think. So please use an underflow valve here. Please connect yourself over there, and this is where the mess begins. Ha! Gotcha. And right now I'm glad that there's more than one pipe to choose from. So this is producing steam, which can go over here and be more or less reused. You don't have power. Now you do. Now you don't have coal. Very well. So here we have crushed coal, coarse coal, coal dust. Very well. Please be so kind and use this then. The coal dust will just more or less be exported, I think. Let's see what we can make out of this coal dust. Maybe it can actually be something else. We could make syngas out of it. But coal dust is used for a couple of things, so then it feels like a good option to provide it to LTN. And let's see, here we have this good old little multi-provider setup, which reminds me that I should really fix this multi-provider setup thing, because now I don't have medium electric poles. Is this enough? Of course it's not. Please make me some more long distance electric poles. Good. And some filter inserters, of course. So this is now a multi-provider station, which is currently providing absolutely nothing. Here comes some things. Okay. Then please output things. And then please input things in the next machine. And please output things. And please input things. And now you will be making some more steam. Hopefully. Yes, you will, thank you. Which means that you get started, which means that you will be making some red hot coke. And then we need to deal with the coke oven gas. And then you will be making coke and coal dust. Okay. I need some more belts. Excellent. And there we go. Now we are producing coke. And I'm going to need more inserters here, because this is quite a bit of coke. Now it's 50, 48. Oh, dear me. Okay. No, that's not how it works. Well, anyway, maybe these 3 inserters are enough. So now you have some extra steam, huh? Who told you to have extra steam? Well, I guess that's just what kind of happens, and you have extra coke oven gas, of course. So this coke oven gas has a temperature of 500 degrees. And in order to use this up, I will be making probably maybe 2 things with it. Or 3 or something, I don't know. Because I think that... So first of all, if we have stone bricks, it can become warm stone brick. And then it can become warmer stone brick. And then one of these can also become warmer stone brick can become hot air. So warmer stone brick becomes hot air, becomes stone brick becomes warm stone brick becomes warmer stone brick. So then we should be left with some coke oven gas, which is 100 degrees, and that can be consumed into syngas. That's the idea. That's the idea. So please, how much space do I have left? Boy, this space is consuming me, more or less. So this coke oven gas, how far can you go? Can you just transport magically all over here? I guess you can. So we're gonna do that. I basically don't want to have all the production so tightly close together. So how about we make one temperature min 250, temperature min. Okay, so here we will have something, and with that we will be producing something else. And with that we will be producing hot air. And then we need to have another quenching tower, which will be producing the syngas and stuff. I don't have any steam powered, god damn it. Fine, I'll go grab some more. Where's my car? There it is. I'll just go grab some more concrete for this other quenching tower. Ooh, it's dark. I hope you can see, because I can barely see where I'm driving. Not that I normally can see where I'm driving, considering all the things I normally bump into, so whatever. I couldn't see much, but I managed to find my way anyway. Quenching tower, please. And then you may have back some concrete. And I see that I'm running a bit low on small parts and some other goodies. Oh, come on. Stop doing that. There you go. It tends to choose a different path compared to the one I would like it to choose. I need more logistic robots. Steel, I think. Copper, please. Aluminum, why not? Glass, you can have some back. Okay. Take a deep breath. Oh. Are these for me? No, don't tell me that you're going back to charge. Oh, damn it. Oh well. I probably need to set up a couple of more charging stations here and there. Well, basically, I would like to cover the entire map with these things, the roboports. Okay, let's see. Where were we? Here we are. Do I have regenerative heat exchangers? Please tell me I can make some. 1, 2, 3. Perfect. I'm probably going to need more iron. Should have started crafting these earlier, but oh well. Key salt production is still doing good. Oh, look, we have some stuff. Deliveries! Give me more. Nope, okay. Now I would actually also like to add iron plates to these chests. Say like 200. Doesn't seem like we have any iron plates. Nope, I'm guessing that's the major thing missing. Together with steel, it seems. Oh well. What do you do? What do you do? We are not making a lot of progress on our research, probably because we are missing steel, it seems, and iron, and I suspect that most of it is because we are missing the coke, which is precisely what we're kind of working on. So this should actually be split up, shouldn't it? Because that's, yeah. So this should mix itself. What's this then? This is input to 500. Okay. So 500 comes here. Do I have any stone bricks? Yes, there I do. How about you have 80 of them? And this should then become the output, more or less. So that should go into this one. And then this should use a couple of pipes as well, I think. So how about using an... Oh, we can make niobium pipes. That's neat. Let's make some. So I'm going to need a couple of valves for various things. And then I will be needing some power, apparently. How about we make these connect with the power from over here? Thank you. Okay, that's working, and this seems to be working. I am getting warmer stone bricks, which means that I am getting coke oven gas 250 degrees, which should sort of go back over here. And then this 100 degrees, this is going to be a mess, and I'm sure I'm going to make something wrong. So this is 250 degrees. The thing is that I would like to have these valves because I am very eager that the fluids here only go in one direction. Because now I'm mixing temperatures here, which means that these pipes should actually because this is screwed up now. This should always be 500 degrees. No more, no less. And then I can have some... Where's my pipes? There they are, thank you. Oh, those look nice. Why are you... Maybe I should have a pump. And no, a pump doesn't. That doesn't make sense. I'm not sure I know what I'm doing. Anyway, we have warmer hot bricks. And these, now we need to make a pressure pump thing, which requires iron. Okay, I'm not giving up just quite yet. I will be doing just a little bit more. But I'm sick of driving my car, so that's why I'm crashing with the fluid wagon. And I would like to go up here, where we can't go because I'm guessing that our certain train is in the way again. So I'm just going to have to let these pass. I'm going to need to have to fix that. Badly. So please. Use this instead. How about you just use this? Okay, do we have any iron here for me? A bit at least. Pressure. Thank you. Now let's go back here. Things are always taking longer than expected. I am very much aware of the time. This is the last thing we do for this episode, I promise. Now you may go back to the depot. And this is 500 degrees. Which means that you can load up this, and then this will become stone bricks, which needs to go back in here again. And then we need to have this pressure pump to produce pressured air. Oh boy, we're gonna need a couple of those. Because those seem to be too slow, kind of. Much too slow. And now I realize that I should probably have picked up some more pipes when I was in the area, which I didn't. Great, this is producing hot air. And then we need to have a pump jack starting to learn where to find things. And this pump jack needs to be making us some water. And this needs to go up here. And then this should be making us syngas. And then we will just be gathering it into some small containers. Ugh. But I think that the good news is that we are probably making quite a bit of coke at the moment, which we should check. Did I already use up all that? All that iron? Just like that? Jeez. Okay, that should be it. So hopefully this is now a nice little loop where these machines will be working until forever. How are we doing with the coke? Well, suddenly we are making a fair amount of it. And most importantly, we are making it much more stable. So yeah, 204 per minute over the past 10 minutes. Is it... oh, damn it, I don't have any radar coverage. Need to fix radar coverage. There's actually a couple of spots up here that's not covered either. Meh. Sure. Okay, so that's that, and then let's put something radar over here, maybe? So just to check that everything is inserted correctly. It is! And it's showing us clearly that we need to have more inserters. Nice! So, hello, coke and coal. Well, actually we don't have any coal here at the moment. That's not good. But we will figure out how to fix that in the next episode. So, thank you for watching. A long episode, but we did quite useful things, I think. Like, dislike, as you wish, comment, whatever you want. Tell me how much of a screw up I am. And see you later.